today's college football. It's awful difficult.
K-State kicks it away. We are underway at Boone Pickens Stadium. This will fly over the head of Gavin Freeman. It's a touchback of the opening game before an injury sidelined him likely for the season. Flores came in. He completes his first pass. That'll be for a gain of 5. He said, but they need some good things to happen, especially early. Flores on third down, going to swing it out of the backfield to Fields. Fields trying to get to that first down marker, and he is dropped a yard short on the tackle that time. Hand off, and that's lost yardage on first down. And Sam Jackson is the motion man.
Yeah, your defense is...
Flores from the pocket, throws, and he completes it across the middle. That's Gavin Freeman trying to get to the line to gain. He picks up enough for the first down. Freeman leads this team in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. This time it's Flores keeping it, getting to the outside, and he's got a ton of green in front of him. To the 30, and he runs out of bounds there and avoids the contact. A gain of 25 for Zane Flores.
Does he think he's Sam Jackson, the 5th? I mean, he was really rolling. They don't expect this, but look, counter and use a quarterback. He gets outside, and once that...
Fields is the motion man toward the backfield. They look that way. Now Flores going to keep it. He'll lose yards.
Man, I'm going to keep adding to my legend of disruptiveness.
Logan Ward, a 47-yard field goal attempt, and that one is right down the gut. Oh. Avery Johnson in the offense back out for the second time today, a 3-and-out. They'll start things on the ground here with Joe Jackson. Jackson to the outside, out to the 35. That's good for 10 yards. Braden Lofton, the tight end, that's kind of lined up in that H-back spot. He comes and gets the kick-out block, but Avery Johnson held on to the football and paid for it.
Everybody was fooled. Even myself, Parker Robinson's coming off the edge. You called it. Lofton is coming over the block, but man, Robinson, too big.
How about the former walk-on Parker Robertson with the big sack there? Now a completion to Garrett Oakley. That's his 31st catch of the year. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. There's a catch and a good open field tackle. Abshire brought down. A flag comes in at the end on first down in their second possession, and then couldn't get much after that, and there's nothing there for Avery Johnson. Now from the 34, speed sweep to the outside. And a good run there for Oklahoma State.
Third down percentages, but this Oklahoma State team is just attacking them.
This time they fake the sweep and then swing it out to Gavin Freeman. He tries to hurdle a man and gets popped in the air.
You know, he's coming in late, and Freeman tries to hurdle him.
Yeah, almost. Maybe that kind of left arm, he was kind of pulling into his body after. Left Marshall took the job at Southern Miss. He's got Southern Miss playing really good football in his first year in Hattiesburg. Wide open receiver on the outside. That's Shamar Rigby. And Rigby's going to be knocked down at the 32-yard line, but another first down for the Cowboys as they're driving and trying to add to a 3-0 lead.
Rigby is a guy that has played well for him. 6'3", 190, transfer from Purdue, catches the football.
Flores with an empty backfield, throws this one backwards, looking for the double pass. They come back to Flores, and that's covered well. Kansas State stayed at home. Jordan Allen with the tackle. The first man there was Travis Bates.
Yeah, Bates did a nice job of staying home. You know the ball's going to come back.
Flores back to the air. This one complete. 3rd and 12 on the ground. Down inside the 30. That's Vailahi on the carry. And so early in the first quarter gave the Cowboys a 3-0 lead. This from the middle of the field, and that is center cut right down the gut, and it's 6-0. Johnson, one of just 4 quarterbacks in the country with 16 or more touchdowns through the air and 7 or more rushing touchdowns.
Oklahoma State had been taking those away, and they're trying to get them out on the edge.
Bunch set tight to the line. Quick pass. That's a first down and more for Jace Brown. Brown all the way out to the 45-yard line. First third down conversion and the biggest gain of the day for Kansas State on that play. Now a handoff to Antonio Martin and a burst up the middle. Matt Wells is the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach for Kansas State. Speaks glowingly of his quarterback, Avery Johnson. K-State converted its first third down of the game earlier on this drive. Not much there for Avery Johnson, trying to get to the outside again on a quarterback sweep. Oakley in motion, now he sets. Flag comes in, the pass is complete. For now, that is enough for the first down. Deron Tibbs for the Wildcats, just one win here in the last 26 years. Here's Flores, he takes off, finds a little bit of room, and turns that into a positive play with the pocket collapsing around him. Kind of got his hands around his ankles, but couldn't bring Flores down. Now on the ground, a first down carry out to about the 24. Big loss for the Kansas State defense not having him on the field. Trying to get it to the outside. Fields with some room. And he's going to be run out at the 31-yard line. Lahi back into the game at running back. He releases out of the backfield. And Flores has his arm hit. And it's intercepted. Zayshawn Rich with the interception. Flores was looking to take a deep shot there, had his arm hit. Well, they forced only 3 turnovers in the first 3 games of the year. That's number 17 in the last 7 games. They are plus 20 in takeaways for the season. Best starting field position of the game for Kansas State. They're on the plus side of the 50. Avery Johnson, plenty of time, and now he dumps it off at the last second. That's Joe Jackson. Trailing 6-0. Avery Johnson pulls it, throws the slant. Jace Brown into the end zone. Touchdown, K-State.
I mean, he's going to hit him on this slant. When you've got that, what you're going to have is when you fake that ball.
Rodney Fields in the backfield with Zane Flores. Hand off to Fields, and he's going to burst up the middle. Good first down run. That'll be a gain of 9. Quick pass to the outside. That's Royal Capel. First down catch. Third-ranked Texas A&M in College Station.
It always seems like in November you're going to see these crazy kind of games, and we're getting it today.
Flores flushed, flips it complete. Fields breaks a tackle. Big one today happening in the Big 12 in Cincinnati, where the Bearcats lead at 14-7 over Arizona. Room here out to midfield. That should be another first down for Oklahoma State as this offense is getting first down from midfield for Oklahoma State. A couple of field goals so far for the Cowboys. This is Fields in another big hole. Trent Howland on that last carry, the 5-yard gain. Howland again. He's close to the first down marker. Howland fights his way across the 40. That'll move the chains and bring up a fresh set of downs. Johnson steps up, lofts it over the middle, and it's Jace Brown hauling it in.
Johnson, he seems to be getting more and more comfortable. And this to how he steps up, sees his receiver, goes to him. Nice jab, grab.
He's got a couple today well over that mark. Quick pass. That's the tight end with a strong run. Garrett Oakley after the catch down to the 20-yard line. See if Oklahoma State tries something here. Moore's looking to throw, and he completes it. Enough for a first down out across the 30 to the 32-yard line.
I would think you get this one out quick, give it to someone that can make something happen, and call a timeout.
Instead, they just put it on the ground. That's Howland, and Howland working his way down the sideline.
Hand it off. They're going to make a catch. Make a tackle. And right there goes out of bounds.
24 yards. Kansas State going to try and put some pressure on him. Flores steps up, floats one toward the end zone. Does not have a receiver there. And that's an interception to end the half. B.J. Payne with his first interception of the year. As we told you just a week ago or a couple of weeks ago, became the third Kansas State quarterback all time. An empty backfield as Jackson exits to the bottom of your screen. Pressure coming back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Parker Robertson, what a game he's had.
And cloud his vision post and pre-snap. Can't make this throw. And Parker Robinson is running with Oakley right there. He sees that ball and he attacks it. You're throwing off your back foot and you're throwing into the middle. That's a tough area. But Parker Robinson says, hey, give me that.
Of the game for the Cowboys, deep in Kansas State territory. Flores to the air. Rel Davis on the catch, making men miss, breaking ankles out there. Now moves off the left hip of Flores. Flores going to run the option. He'll pitch it out to Fields, and that is defended perfectly. Walter's going to keep it, and he bursts up the middle, kind of pinballed around, and he fights his way down to the 8-yard line. From inside the 10-yard line, looking for their first touchdown of the game. St. Flores looking to throw, has it knocked out of his hand from behind. Is it an incomplete pass or a fumble? There's no signal for incomplete pass. It was Cody Stufflebean.
Stufflebean. Nice shot. Watch 47 on the edge, just getting around there and just knocking the ball out. Now you have one of the tight ends out today, but Grayson Brusso is blocking him, and that's a mismatch for Cody Stufflebean. Nice job of knocking the ball away and getting Kansas State the ball right back. They have Oklahoma State.
Joe Jackson, top of your screen on the empty set. Avery Johnson's slant route is complete to the tight end Lincoln Cure, who was flexed out.
The ball.
Jackson trying to go to the outside. He is met there by J.K. Johnson. Couple of big ones there in the SEC this afternoon and tonight. Quick pass complete to Jerron Tibbs. Kenneth Harris on the tackle. Antonio Martin Jr. into the game. And then it's a little toss back, just kind of an underneath flip to Lincoln Cure. Had everything in the play going to the right side with Cure coming underneath, and no confusion there for Sidivini. Also a couple on the play, so 2nd and 12. Avery Johnson looking to take off. Oh, he's got all kinds of room. Johnson stumbles, gets to the 40, redirects, and he's all the way down to the 30-yard line. They've kept him hemmed up all day long. One breakdown, and he's wide open.
They come with that pressure on the left side of the line of scrimmage, especially on passing plays.
On the ground this time. Ooh, big hit at the line of scrimmage. Brian McCoy Jr. says.
McCoy made that tackle with somebody draped on him as well.
This time it's Jackson who lowers his head and runs into a wall. You've got this losing streak going, and yet that front seven, defensive line linebacker group, has really kind of been the anchor for Oklahoma State, and they're trying to make another play, and they do.
Kenneth Harris, wow. Oh my goodness, he came off the edge, and as you were talking, I'm like, he is going to get there, and that's unusual to get to Avery.
Utah at Baylor tonight. Here's Oklahoma State. Rodney Fields in the backfield and getting a carry. And he was a finalist for both the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Year awards in Kansas. Boy, the acceleration from Rodney Fields Jr. there in the open field, finally shoved out of bounds by Logan Bartley. A gain of 27 for the Cowboys.
How much better he is when he's healthy. He catches the ball.
Flores rolling to his right, completes out to the far sideline, right in front of the Kansas State bench. Kevin Johns told us that he thought the buy-in from the offense has been really good despite kind of the craziness of this season. Gavin Freeman
has to manage all of it.
Looking to throw back, got a tight end wide open. That's Grayson Brusso. Deep into Kansas State territory. They have not scored a touchdown today. Flores hit and dropped, and the ball came out.
Ryan Davis.
Another turnover for the Cowboys. That's
rolling the field with a fumble recovered by the defense.
Today
First down,
Kansas State.
They had done so well of moving the pocket, and watch this time. No, 52 is just, hey, if you're going to sit in that pocket, I'm going to come and grab you. And then the ball is recovered by the Kansas State Wildcats.
Yeah, Rex Van Wy with the recovery after the vicious hit by Ryan Davis. Avery Johnson under center, just a deep handoff to Joe Jackson. Jackson moving the pile. Scored a couple of third-quarter touchdowns to make that now a 30-17 game. Pump fake and a throw and a completion. Jerron Tibbs.
Ball up in the air, and really nice job by Tibbs of going up and getting it. All-state basketball player in high school out of Indianapolis, Cathedral High School. Transfer from Purdue, and like I said,
3rd and 8, first play of the fourth quarter. Low snap. And a tackle out of bounds. From the 32, a 4th down and 6 for Kansas State. Offense on the field. Avery Johnson from the gun. Throws the slant. It's complete. And that's good for a first down just across the 25-yard line. Garrett. This time it's on the ground to Joe Jackson. Jackson's upended just across the 20-yard line. 3rd down coming up. And again, Kansas State 3 of 12 on 3rd down. They've got it 3rd and 5 here. On the ground, Jackson going to be close. He's going to be stopped short. Oakley lined up in the backfield. It's Jackson straight ahead into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. A flag is down.
And what you have a lot of times is once you get past that first wave of 11, but 1, 2, we're going to count the 12 guys that are out there. Sometimes you try to bring 12 to their 11, and even with that many guys, you still score.
See Meacham looking on from the Oklahoma State sideline. Flores, plenty of time, good pocket. Now he's going to take off, dumps it over the middle, and that ball is caught. Good pass out to midfield. Terrell Davis hauls it in on the plus side of the 50. Don't give up a touchdown penalty. To the outside with a little bit of room. A good hard run inside the 30. Can the Cowboys get it to the end zone? They set up a throw down the field by the running back, and that one is intercepted. It's Daniel Cobbs coming up with the INT, and once again a turnover by Oklahoma State. A turnover, and Kansas State looking for a win on the road, which is a rarity in Stillwater. Cobbs with the interception. Kansas State ball when we come back. Robertson on the defensive side for Oklahoma State. Here Avery Johnson trying to get to the outside, and he is run down and dropped for a loss on the play.
Eric Fletcher.
Johnson complete. He gets it to Adonis Moise. Kansas State wants to milk as much of it as they can. Put it on the ground to Joe Jackson. Now, Avery Johnson keeps it, and he's going to be really close. It looks like he's going to be marked just shy of the first down by the Cowboys offense. One of them on a Hail Mary right before the half. Flores goes to the air, and he completes it to Gavin Freeman. Nice first play of the drive.
Get it all the way into the end zone.
204 yards through the air today for Oklahoma State. This time Gavin Freeman, one timeout remaining. Remember, they had to burn one after a change of possession. They do have the 2-minute timeout as well. Here's Rodney Fields Jr. picking his way out to the 45.
Gave him a chance to be in that football game.
He had thrown only 3 interceptions all season coming into today. Dumps this one across the middle to Gavin Freeman. Just the second time since 1999. An 8-point lead for the Wildcats. Oklahoma State with the ball at the K-State 45. Here's Fields to the outside. He's hit as he goes out of bounds, and no flag. Flores with pressure, dumps it off to Fields on a screen. Fields has it to the 20. That's another Cowboys first down. They are in the red zone. Played especially defensively the best game that it's played all season long.
Yeah, I thought both of these defenses were outstanding, but Oklahoma State's defense really showed me something. They gave themselves an opportunity, they gave themselves a chance as well, turning the ball back over to their offense. But